Over the years, more children are diagnosed with the developmental disability of autism, and the Valley is not immune.
Paramedics and law enforcement are learning on how to best interact with someone who has the disorder, especially in the event of an emergency. CBS 4's Imelda Mejia tells us how.
Just 28 years old, Jose Lopez was recently diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome.
Got diagnosed last year on January 15.
He grew up not knowing he had a form of autism, and his disability put him in a situation where he got into a fight with the cop when he was just 13.
He touched me. He put his hand on my shoulder, and I don't like people touching me like that.
Jose is only one of many diagnosed with autism, and law enforcement officers and paramedics are interacting with them more frequently.
Yeah, we get a lot of kids with developmental delays. Usually we get them on the more severe end.
It's more common than what we think because of the fact that when you interact with them, you might think that you're dealing with somebody who doesn't want to comply, when in reality they have autism.
Estimates from 2014 by the Center for Disease Control say that 1 in 45 kids are diagnosed with the form of autism. With more and more kids diagnosed each year, Tuesday first responders from around the Valley took part in a class offered by Bebo's Angels, an organization supporting the autism community, to learn how to interact with an individual who has autism.
A contact with an individual with autism, when it's safe to do so, will take longer. Officers, first responders, dispatch should be ready to invest time. Time is your best ally here.
This was the first time Corporal Rodriguez took this type of class, but he says he'll take what he learned and teach other officers to keep calls that would be minor from turning into major events.
I got to learn a lot of things that I'll be able to use out on the road, out on patrol, and we'll be able to hand down to the rest of the officers, and may come in handy one day. You never know. You don't want to just, like I said, go based off of what you think it is, actually go off of what you were trained on.
In Hidalgo County, Imelda Mejia, CBS 4 News, and ValleyCentral.com.
It's great. They're learning how to better communicate with these individuals, especially the youngsters. They think they're having problems, but they really just can't communicate.